Creatrix Lives are for talking all things soul strategy, mindset, and embodied leadership when it comes to building your business online as a coach, healer, spiritual, or heart-centered service provider or transformation facilitator. And so today we're going to be answering, this is three. We're going to be answering three of the biggest questions I get from soulpreneurs and potential clients.
Welcome, I'm Kelsey, soul embodiment coach and biz mentor, helping women soulpreneurs unleash their Creatrix CEO so they can build a business they love, express their magic in medicine, and live their version of happy, successful, and impactful.
When it comes to birthing your business, figuring out what it is you actually want to be putting out there, what it is you want to be offering, and then getting visible and sharing that and growing an audience, building an audience, and selling to people. These three questions are the biggest hurdles or hangups with new soulpreneurs, which are the people that I work with, right? New-ish to the online space. Coaches, healers, spiritual and heart-centered service providers that are using the online space to build and grow their business. So these three questions, I'm going to give you my best advice and tips. And that way you will be resourced. You won't have these questions burning a hole in your brain. And my intention here is just that I'm never telling clients what to do. Our process with one-on-one coaching is my belief system, I guess, and then the process that I utilize is all based on this idea that you know what's best for you, that your soul knows, your heart knows, and that those breadcrumbs of the next step for what your soul is calling you into are already there. So it's really kind of like uncovering all of the removing all of the noise so that we can actually get to those next steps, so that we can actually get to that clarity and then take action on it. Okay. So I don't want you to think of, everything that we're talking about today. I don't want you to think, okay, this is what I have to do. Like Kelsey says that this is what I have to do, right? We are not about formulas and checklists or one size fits all methodology here. So I just want you to take it as food for thought. And I really want you to enter into this conversation with the idea that it gets to be simple, that building your business gets to be simple, and that simplicity is like such an easier pathway or roadmap than the complicated stuff, especially in the beginning. Okay. We start simple and we get good at a few foundational things, and then we stack on top. That's how you really grow and scale in a way that is sustainable, in a way that feels good for you, and in a way that is aligned with what it is you want. Because when you're spreading yourself thin, trying to do all the things, and you're in that busy, go hustle, and you're disconnected from your vision and what it is you really want to sink your teeth into, and you're just building for the sake of building, that's where people create these amazing, businesses that are generating so much money, but they hate it. They hate the business and they hate what they're doing and they hate what they've created, right? So slow and steady and simplicity, okay, is what I want you kind of to be thinking about here. This gets to be simple, especially in the beginning. It gets to be simple. There are a few things that go into getting those clients, gaining confidence, and showing up in a clear way so that your soul-aligned clients can find you and understand what it is you do and identify that they have the problem you solve for, blah, 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 right? So this gets to be simple. This isn't a checklist. I want you to take this information and kind of contemplate and go, okay, what does this mean for me? And how does this look for me? And how can I make this my own? Okay. So without further ado, the three biggest questions that I get asked by fellow soulpreneurs. One is, what platform should my business be on? Right? Because social media, for those of us who are if you're here, you are using social media to help grow and build your business, right? So there's Facebook, there's Instagram, LinkedIn is really huge right now. I myself have not dabbled in it, but that's the next big trend is get off of Facebook and Instagram, get on LinkedIn, right? What else? YouTube, right? There's just so many, TikTok, right? There's so many platforms out there right now. So one of those, the biggest questions I get is, what platform should I be on? Should I be on all of them? Right? Like, which one's the best one? Which one is the one that's going to work for me, right? Question number 2, how do I sell without feeling salesy? Huge. Like, raise your hand if you've ever felt like, or if you've ever had that question. And I guarantee like everyone's going to raise their hand, because we, as heart-centered entrepreneurs, as sensitives, as empaths, as, these spiritually, soulfully inclined people, like, we want to make an impact, but we want to do that in an ethical way. We want to do that in a way that is truly serving the people that need it, And so how do we sell something without, taking someone's power away or making them feel pressured into a purchase, right? And we all know what that bro markety stuff looks like and feels like online, because we've seen it, right? You've seen it, the scarcity mindset stuff, the like, if you don't buy this thing now, your entire life's gonna go to the crapper. Like, like, if you don't make this purchase, like, you are saying goodbye to your dreams forever. Like, ew, right? That slick, like, sleazy car salesman that's like, you better hop on this opportunity now, because if you leave and come back, it isn't gonna be here for you. And then you're not gonna reach your dreams or achieve your potential, or like whatever, right? So how do I sell without feeling salesy is a huge loaded question. There's so many feels around it, and I get asked that all the time, and that is something we work on and something we're going to address today. Number 3, the third question is, what do I post to attract soul aligned clients, right? So you're on a platform, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, whatever. Lots of clients that I've worked with have started on Facebook and Instagram, and they're posting inspirational quotes, right? Quotes around mindset or spiritual mindset, empowerment, right? And they're like, yeah, people are like resonating with these quotes, but like, I'm not making money. No one's asking me to buy my services, so what am I supposed to post to actually get people interested in what it is I have to offer, right? So those are the 3 biggest questions, and we're going to tackle them today with some, again, simple tips and strategy. And I want you to think about, again, like, how does this apply to me? What feels right for me? If I were to let it be this simple, what would be the next step for me, right? So number 1 was, what platform should my business be on? Okay, so here is my best advice. Again, it being advice, you get to do what feels right for you. But my best advice here is to pick one platform, maybe 2 platforms to start out on. You want one platform to be your hub. Can you guys hear my dog snoring? You basically want to create a hub where you are directing all of your clients to, right? Where you're directing all of those leads to. One space where you can really go all in on building like community and connection, and a safe space for your people to land. So it could be any platform. That's the kicker. Lots of people are asking this question, what platform should I be on? From the perspective that there is a right platform, that there's one that's going to work best, or there's one that people buy on the most, or there's one that, is the best platform to be on for building a business. I operate from the mindset that isn't true, that any platform works, that all of these platforms have have like equal opportunity as far as finding clients. Your clients are hanging out on all the platforms for the most part, right? For the most part, okay? Depending on what it is you do. So you do want to consider, like, if I'm in a really niche field, maybe my clients are more apt to be on one platform over another, but for the majority of us, I would say your clients are on all the things, okay? So that's a little caveat. So it doesn't really matter what platform you pick to start out with. And I recommend picking one to start out with. And the idea here is so that you can create a hub and get good at being visible and saying the things and selling and like running a business, right? So the platform is twofold. It's for you so that you can grow your confidence, so that you can show up clearly, so that you can get better at your messaging and putting on that CEO hat and showing up as the brand, as the business, right? So it's for you to grow your confidence and just focus on one spot. And then two, for that hub where you can be directing all of your people and all of your clients and all of your leads to, so that there's one spot where you all gather, build community, connect, and whatever, right? There was something else I was just thinking of that I wanted to mention. What was it? Twofold. It'll come back to me. Okay. So this is what it is. So the best platform for you to be on is the one that feels good for you, right? Again, taking in that caveat of if you are in a really niche field, then it might be worth it to consider, like, are my people actually on one platform more than another? But I'd say for all of us, like the TikTok, the Instagram, the Facebook, pretty wide audience. Like most of our people are on those places, so it doesn't really matter which, okay? So the best one for you is the one that feels the best for you. It's the one that feels good. It's the one that you will reliably show up on, right? Because if it's a platform that you like, the tech is overwhelming, or you don't like the vibe that much, or you don't like the feel, or you don't like the people, like you're not going to reliably show up and put your face on that platform and speak to the people and do all the things and grow your visibility and grow your confidence, right? So pick a platform to be your hub where you can grow your confidence, where you feel good showing up at and showing up in, so that you can actually practice that being the face of the brand and saying the things you want to say and speaking about your offers, right? Because if you can do that in one spot on one platform and get really good at it and get really comfortable there, you take that skill set and just apply it to another platform. You see what I mean? So the platform is the platform's the tool. You are the magic. So pick one, get really good, and then you can branch out. Then you can start to put your stuff, like repurpose your content onto other platforms, right? Now, I do want to say another caveat here is that visibility is twofold, in that picking a platform and picking a hub is about you creating your own community and space for your leads and potential clients to land, right? But the other piece of that is you got to be out there getting in front of other people's audiences. That's how you are getting people and directing them back to your hub, back to your audience or community. So when it comes to being visible, you are using your hub and the platform that you've picked to build those skills, right? And then you're going out there, you're getting on other people's podcasts, or you're showing up and providing value in other people's Facebook groups or whatever it is. You're writing, you're getting published articles or whatever, and you're directing everyone back to your hub where you can continue to nurture them and serve them and potentially make a sale, right? So that's what I have to say on question number 1. Let me know what your biggest takeaways are here in the comments. And we're going to move on to question number 2, which was, how do I sell my offers without feeling salesy? I have one thing I want to say about this. Excuse me. I have one thing I want to say about this, because this is a loaded question and there's so many directions with which we could take this conversation. So I just have one thing that I really want to make clear here. How do I sell my offers without feeling salesy? The biggest, number one, like mind-blowing piece of advice I want to give you here is create an offer that you love. The key to a magnetic offer is one that you are in love with. It's one that you wholly believe in, that you are so invested in, that you see the gap in the market and know that you can show up and serve that gap. It is something that you are passionate about, that is part of your story. It's something you're in love with and invested in and totally believe in. So create an offer that turns you the fuck on, because that authentic passion is going to show. It's going to create safety for your leads and potential clients, because they're going to be like, damn, like this girl or this person believes in this shit. Like, and it's part of their story and part of their journey. And they've explained the gap, and because they can't shut up, they can't stop talking about it. Right. And so like when you can't stop talking about it, you're painting that well-informed picture. You're creating safety and an informed buying decision for your leads and your potential clients. And that magnetism and that authenticity is contagious. And so they'll be able to really quickly identify, based on your passion and the safety and informed buying decision you're creating, because you can't shut up talking about it, right? It's going to be very easy for them to identify if they do have the problem that you solve for, and if you are the right vibe for them, and if they want to work with you or not, right? But that magnetism and that passion is going to be drawing people in, and then they're going to have that all of that well-rounded information in order to be able to make the decision on whether it is they want to move forward with you or not, right? But that's my number one piece of sort of advice or mindset shift here around selling without feeling salesy, is sell something that you fucking believe in. Because you're not going to feel like you're trying to pressure someone into a buying situation. You're not going to feel like you're trying to talk someone into something, because it's something that you actually are invested in yourself, right? This is like a way to look at like value centered selling. Like, what is you believe in it because you are connected to the long-term value. You see the gap, and you know that like if you step in with this particular service or modality or whatever it is, it's going to help people in the long run. That if they can solve XYZ problem with your support, that means that there's this ripple effect in their life where all of these other things become possible. Like, you're selling that value, that long-term value. And if you believe in that, it's going to be so much easier to talk about your offer, to share about your offer, to give people the behind the scenes of why you created this offer. And again, all of that magnetism is contagious. All of that passion is contagious. Okay. So that's my number one tip or piece of advice for that. Question number 3. What do I post to attract soul-aligned clients, right? So again, so many of my clients who are starting their businesses online, they're just building their audience and their platform. And so a lot of them are posting like the inspirational content, the inspirational quotes. And that's great. Like, just to get like started, just start posting, like get used to posting online, like get used to putting stuff out there, get used to speaking your mind and saying the things, right? But at some point we actually have to curate our content to serve our soul aligned clients. Okay. So content is all about building relationships, providing value, and solving a problem. That's the 3 principles that business is based on in the way that we work, right? So of course your content is going to reflect those principles. So building relationship, providing value, and solving problems. So when it comes to your content, that's exactly what you're doing. You are building relationships, right? So you are posting things that are, relatable, that are speaking to your soul-aligned clients, that are letting them know that you know what they're going through, or you know what they're feeling, because you've likely been there yourself, right? That's what so much of the coaching and the healing space is built upon, right? So creating that connection through relatability, through empathy. What was I saying? So building relationships, right? Also solving problems. So being really clear about what it is you actually do, right? What do your offers do? What do you do as a business? How do you show up and how do you serve people? What is the problem you solve for? Okay, so like using myself as an example, I help newish soulpreneurs, so coaches, healers, spiritual and heart-centered service providers who are struggling with clarity and confidence when it comes to birthing their business and building their business. I help them get visible, birth sacred offers, and create compelling content that converts clients, right? So if you feel like you are a new soulpreneur and you are struggling with being clear on what it is you want to do and feeling confident in showing up online and actually selling your offers and services, I can help you solve that problem, right? Through soul strategy, mindset, and embodiment work in my one-on-one coaching programs, we get you clear, we get you visible, we build out those platforms, we help you create systems for your content so that you can like show up online and post and get visible and build community and go live and network and do all the things and feel confident in what it is you are selling in that magnetic offer, right? And then we help you build out a sales process that feels good to you so that, again, you're selling without feeling salesy through all of that beautiful content and networking. See? So being really clear about the problem that you solve so that all the people that are coming to you and are attracted to what it is you are putting out there can make that really clear, informed decision of do I have the problem that this person solves and is working with them the next step for me? And here's the thing, some of those people aren't going to have the problem that you solve, but they're going to be like, oh my God, I like this girl. I like what she's putting out. I like what she has to say. Maybe her work isn't for me, but now she's on my radar and she's on my mind. And so if I run into anyone else who has that problem, I'm going to be like, hey, you should go check out so-and-so's page, or you should go check out so-and-so's Instagram, right? So building relationships, providing solutions or solving a problem, and then providing value. Value, as Kinsey Makos puts it, and I love this, is helping people think, feel, and do differently. So providing value is all about helping people, it's creating content that is helping people think about their situation in a different way, helping them, you maybe use mindset tools to engage with their current situation in a different way, to reframe it in a different way, to help them see that they actually have choice, or, to help them feel empowered about it, right? So helping them think, feel, and take different action, right? Do differently. So take different action, giving them tips, tricks, and tools that will help move them from their problem into more of a solution, right? So providing value is literally all about serving the shit out of your people before they even buy from you. They are already in the transformational or the healing process by the time they land on your page because of the epic, amazing value-based content that you're putting out there, right? And that feeling of being served is so much part of the safety, right? Sales are based on safety. And so by being served already just by showing up, that's really what's going to tip someone over into you're right, I do want to go deeper. I want a deeper experience with this person. I want to work with them. I want to join one of their programs or get in a one-on-one relationship partnership with them, right? Because they know, the level of service that you're putting out there. They see that, they feel that, they've been an experiencer of that. And so that creates so much safety in taking the next step and going deeper, right? So basically, long story short, your content should be answering these questions through that framework of building relationship, providing value, and solving problems, right? So your content is a creative space for you to answer: who do you serve? What problems do you help them with? How do you help them through that problem? Like, what's your signature solution or methodology or framework or whatever? How does someone know that they need your services, right? Helping people identify if in fact they do have the problem you solve for, right? Because some people won't, again, but that's okay, because if you are creating all of that safety and informed decision making, that's gonna stick in their brain, and they're gonna be like, oh, when I run into someone else who does have that problem, I'm going to redirect them here, right? Because I know what this person does and I like what they are putting out there in the world, right? So how does someone know they need your services? Helping them identify that, and then what might be holding them back, right? What might be holding them back from getting support or from taking that next step, kind of talking to those objections. And then if they know that they need your help or they desire your support, what is the next step? So always directing them to that next step, making sure that they understand what's available to them and how to take the next step in working with you. And you guys, again, this is all just about creating safety and informed buying decisions. Because again, the internet is a really noisy, chaotic place. And you are just bombarded with information all the time. So making it really clear what the next step is and how someone can get in touch with you, or where someone can buy, or where they can find out more information is key. And it seems really obvious to you because you are in your business all day long and you're like working on the sales page or writing, I don't know, you're working on the sales page, you're getting all that stuff set up, and it's very obvious to you what the next step is in the client journey. It's very obvious to you where someone would go if they wanted to read more about your services or buy from you, but it's not that obvious to them because they are just like drinking through the fire hose of internet craziness. So spelling that out all the time and making that roadmap very clear is key. All right. So those are the tips and tricks that I have for you today. That is my best advice regarding these 3 questions. Again, I really come at this from the approach that there is no right way. This is what has worked for me, and this is what I've seen worked in the industry and in the spaces, and what has helped my clients move from feeling like overwhelmed by these questions and moving into that simplicity, right? Returning to the basics, moving into simplicity, and finding freedom and spaciousness in their business and the way it is they show up online and the way it is they grow from that sort of steady, sustainable pace so that they can stack and grow in a way that feels comfortable and regulated instead of spreading themselves thin, trying to do all the things at once, right? Trying to be all the places at once and say all the things. This is how you pare that down and build a solid business foundation, okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. Please share with me your biggest takeaways in the comments. If you have questions, type them in the comments, DM me. I'm super happy to support you here and continue like fleshing out, answers and strategies and stuff regarding these questions. Because again, these are the 3 biggest things that people come to me with. So let's talk about it. If you found this video valuable, I would love for you to like share it with a friend or colleague who needs this reminder that it gets to be simple, that we can start slow and steady and build, and that really that's the best way to do it because you're regulated, it feels good, you're not moving from that hustle, fast energy where you're moving too fast to like even enjoy what it is you're building and creating, right? This is about slowing down, being embodied, like really being connected to our creative process. That's my whole approach. So someone who needs that reminder, send them this. And also you guys, just so you know, I'm looking for 3 more women to join me on a one-on-one coaching experience where we do all of this stuff. My Creatrix coaching container is for new-ish coaches, healers, spiritual and heart-centered service providers who are looking to birth their business and unleash that Creatrix CEO who is thinking at this level from this strategic, simplified, pleasure-based, embodied-based business building. And so if you have been struggling to birth your business, you're not, again, struggling with clarity and confidence, right? That's what I help you with. So if you're not quite clear on what it is you want to offer or what it is you want to look like or what you even want your business model to look like, because everybody out there is telling you one-on-one's the way to go and group programs are the way to go and memberships are the way to go. And you're like, what the fuck do I even want, right? That's what we do in my one-on-one coaching containers. We get you super clear. And then we build an action plan and then we implement on it, right? In this steady, strategic, simplified way. So my containers are 6 months long. It's like you can think of it as like a biz building boot camp based on the Creatrix ways, the soul strategy, mindset, and embodiment. And I'm looking for three more people, 3 more women who want to start with me in August. So if you are interested, this is the 6-month coaching container is $400 a month, which is a ridiculous steal. You cannot find this level of coaching support in the spaces, in the online space, because this is my first year doing one-on-one work in this capacity, because I come from group programs. This is a case study pricing. So I'm looking for more people who can be case study clients with me, who are willing to invest, but at a lower risk investment compared to the high level, high ticket, right? Let's talk about how the space is high ticket, everywhere you turn. So if you are looking for a lower risk investment and you are ready to go all in on your business for 6 months, biz building bootcamp, Creatrix style, that's what this opportunity is all about. So if you're interested, you can DM me, Creatrix. I'll send you the sales page link so that you can read more about it, see if it's a good fit for you. We can schedule a discovery call and chat about it. Just DM me, Creatrix, and we'll move on to towards the next step of getting to know each other and seeing if it's a good fit. Okay. So that's what I have for you today, guys. I will see you next Thursday for the Creatrix Live then. Mwah! Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you for watching, and remember, sharing is caring. If you found value in this video, please share it with a friend who needs to hear it. As always, we love your feedback. Please share with us your biggest takeaways in the comments, and for more personal interaction, come join the Creatrix community over on Instagram.